This is Angelina, and I would like to warmly welcome and thank you for joining us here today for the Smada World webinar. We have a very nice exclusive presentation to bring you today. This webinar will not cover any of our other endeavors, so please don't ask questions about them at this time. We will have another webinar a bit later, date to be yet determined. Please realize, though, we haven't forgotten anything. This information that we're bringing you today, though, is very time sensitive and needs to be offered to you earlier rather than later. There will be time for questions after the presentation, so please keep your questions and comments until that time. Thanks. Now, without any further wait, I'd like to welcome Mr. Noel Adams, our CEO and leader of the Smada team and founder of Next Level Africa. Welcome to the mic, Noel.
We've been working on this to try to get it ready early for the members. So if anything looks a little bit rushed, it's because it is. And it's important that we get this to you, this information, because it's quite, it's quite involved, and I wanted to make sure that the NLA members had notice on this before the global operation out there with some of the huge investors coming into this, because the program as you see it now, it will run into possibly the hundreds of billions of dollars. And it's all about using one of our coins in the system as well. So there's benefit for everyone all the way through. Now what it is, the Smada World are presenting, it's your private equity community. Now that is not the actual site that will be running this program. The site that will be setting up your private equity community is going to be a site that we will set up to direct our members to do the correct thing, because on the site that will be set up, and incidentally it's the bank managing this. The bank actually owned the coin being used in there, the PET coin. So the bank have introduced the system out there. I've been in an advisory capacity to look, the bank don't like talking network marketing, but we put a slight networking flavor into it, and it's, as you see, it's quite involved. So there's a number of things going on, but I just want you to understand. So if you do go to your private equity.community, that's just a landing page at the moment. We'll be getting more information and dressing it up quite a bit, but the actual site that you'll go to sign up is all managed by the bank, etc. So you'll get to understand on it, and it's important that people follow our lead, because just let me really cover this point out there. And the point I'm trying to make is that there's a slight networking flavor to it. Now we have some really top of the range networkers in our organization, but we do have a lot of people that really can't market a network product. They just have trouble with it. This is being set up for those people. And this is all about trying to help them out there. We're trying to, because we're not the admin in this program, and but we are setting up our own support link on it. We've got the blessings from the bank to do this. We're not stepping outside of anything that they don't know about, but we just want to make sure that our members are covered in what was required here. Okay, let's get on with it. Now, why join the community? Members can build a portfolio of medical breakthroughs available to us, participate in funding global research and development for cutting-edge medical solutions, assist in creating awareness of these solutions, and participate in short-term and long-term income opportunities. And this is why I've set up this community in order to assist with this. Now, look, there is no other place in the world to collectively access all these medical developments. Many other medical breakthroughs will soon be available on the private equity platform. An example, type 2 diabetes is a progressive condition in which the body becomes resistant to the normal effects of insulin and/or gradually loses the capacity to produce enough insulin in the pancreas. Now, emphysema is a lung condition that causes shortness of breath. Stem cell, directed to differentiate into specific cell types, offer the possibility of a renewable source of replacement cells in tissues to treat diseases, including macular degeneration, spinal cord injury, stroke, burns, heart disease, diabetes, osteoarthritis, and rheumatoid arthritis. So these are all the medical world bringing something that we can invest in if we wish to help them build their laboratories. And this is what this is all about, being able to participate. It's a win-win all the way around for these scientists to be funded. And this is why this program has been born. We have been working on this for a number of years. This is not just something that's popped out of the woodwork in the last couple of weeks or months. It's been years on this. Now, they have developed a cancer cure. It's called the Captivator. It's where the mold is inserted into the blood by taking a pill. It actually hunts for the cancer cell. There are apparently hundreds of different cancer cells. The mold hunts for the cancer like a spy, and once it finds it, the mold changes to fit the cancer cell and capture it, then kill it without any blemish to the body, unlike chemo. This is an extraordinary, brand new solution and a first in the world. Any cancer can be treated by one type of medicine. This is absolutely incredible. And this is something that you are hearing about for the first time as a group out there, because the world will know about this very, very soon. Novel cancer imaging agent. It's well known that individual PET scans are more expensive than conventional imaging, and the computer tomography and magnetic resonance imaging. It's a fundamental problem that has found a solution in an inexpensive, patent-able, synthesized imaging agent. The expected or projected market size of this inexpensive imaging agent is in the order of US in the billions per annum. We expect to have a cost of imaging dose of under $10, which is insignificant when compared to the current cost, which is $2,000 for a PET scan. So you can see where this technology that they're developing out there is going to save a lot of money, and people will be able to participate in this a lot easier. Now, development of the world's first potential severe sepsis and septicemia drug. Now, estimated worldwide annual mortality due to severe sepsis is 20 to 60 million which translates to 20 to 60,000 deaths per day. Leading cause of death is non-coronary, claiming more lives than breast, colon, rectal, pancreatic, and prostate cancer combined. The drug candidate solution developed in Austria based on novel technology. This novel therapy is a net result, unique anti-inflammatory principle. This technology does not affect host defense systems, a major advance over the antibody-based therapeutics that affects entire host defense. Now, I'm just giving you a little dose of what these are about. When you're able to get into the site, it's a full description of this. This has been put together by the medical world, not by anyone else. It's people that know what they're talking about, and so they're putting this together. So I'm just doing a bit of a highlight on some of the products that have become available. Stem cell therapy for spinal cord injury, allowing quadriplegics to walk again. That's right. We've really come a long way with this, and some of the information that will come out very shortly will amaze you. There is a commercializing of biomedical breakthrough for treating severe spinal cord damage. Personalized stem cells manufactured in a unique laboratory process have proven their ability to regenerate spinal cord neutral tissue and enabling the body return of the body sensation and neutral functionality to quadriplegics. A second aspect of the business is the rejuvenation of adult skin by a similar process to that outlined above. The plastic surgery stem cell approach to change the face of patients requiring skin rejuvenation could potentially be bigger than the spinal cord business presented above. So they really are making ground with the stem cell and what they can do with it. They've discovered these, you may have heard, jellyfish down the bottom of the ocean that they've worked out they've been alive for 1,000 years. And they seem to think that they're onto something to actually help humans live to something like that as well. So this is going to be very interesting, I guess. Now, a novel treatment for a rare fatal disease, fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. I'm just going to call that FOP. It's a lot easier to do. This is a rare genetic inherited disease, abnormal bone formation in muscles, tendons, ligaments, etc., characterized by formation in a second skeleton, resulting total inability to move or breathe, and finally leading to death. Worldwide, there's only 1,000 to 3,000 known cases. There is no medical solution for FOP. Current treatment is based on symptomatic therapy. Several treatment approaches have been attempted over the years. None have proven successful. All of the FOP intellectual property and know-how acquired from Austrian biotechnology company, stressful in vitro results need to be confirmed in animal models. There is an alternative hip replacement surgery market. About 4 to 5% of hip replacement patients suffer from bone sponge formation around the newly inserted joint. Worldwide, approximately 300,000 hip replacements are performed. Now, I've just given you a basic of what is going on there, and the people involved with this, we are talking some of our leading research and development people out there. You've heard me talk about Dr. Wolfgang Sonfeld, and he is the main player in this. Coupled up with him, we've got Dr. Patrick Sunsion. He's also involved with this as well. We have a new player out there, Professor Sir Peter Ratcliffe. He's involved with it. And to move outside the the medical world, we've also got some people involved in space technology that are going to become involved. You'll see them appear on this website when it's launched there. And one of the groups in particular is a group called SpaceX. SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk, and Elon's going to be doing a multi-billion-dollar project in this. So it's really going to be quite interesting out there. And as I said, this is exclusive to us. You won't have this anywhere else. We've been building it especially for this group, and they are over the moon. It runs into absolutely hundreds of billions of dollars, if not into the trillions. Once we start talking about space travel, we have another group called Boldly Go. They're a space institute that specialize in telescopes and things like that. And we have meetings on with a gentleman by the name of Jeff. I'm not looking at his name now, but Jeff, I think it's pronounced Fost. I think it's F-O-U-S-T. And he is an author for a space magazine, and he's got contact with throughout the world on everybody involved with space travel, people like Richard Branson and all of that. So nowhere, because these people don't want you to be a partner with them. They just want you to invest in what they're doing and pay you a dividend. And so that's really where they're coming from with it. Now, this is just a bit of a guide as to what's going to be happening with the pet coin. Now, the pet coin is the coin that's going to be used. I don't know whether anyone's had a look at what's happened in probably the last week, but there's been about 10 million pet coins transferred into the exchange. Totally there now, I think over the last, if you looked through the system, I think it's still there, but there's probably been, look, who knows, maybe 100 million pet coins that have been transferred into the exchange. The market maker will release them into the exchange because remember, it's the bank that are controlling this out there. And so to become part of one of these projects, and there's going to be quite a few out there, but I just want to try and give you a guide because they will vary. You might find they're using coins, so the coin might vary. And I'm using a project that represents 15 coins to join that project. And they are limited because once they, there might be a payout that they're looking on there of, look, it'll vary, but they could be between $15 and $20 billion that be paid back out to members. And once that's been taken up, there's no more left. So all I'm getting at is that when something, look, it could be the cancer pill out there, when that's all taken up, there is no more. You get your certificates and you'll get your yearly dividend, and there's no more to do. So let's supposing that you wanted to join one of these projects now, and right now I'm rounding this off because you'll find it slightly different in the exchange. Let's say the coin value on the pet coin once again is $1.50. You would need 15 coins to join the cancer pill, we'll call it, program. That would work out at approximately $22.50 plus fees for buying, transferring and doing things in the exchange. Now that's what it would be if the coin on the exchange were $1.50. So because there's going to be people buying and selling coins, there's going to be quite a big demand on coins. I mean, I would suggest anyone looking to get coins should do it now because they will go up very quickly. So if the coin is on, it's $22.50. When the pet coin first went into the exchange, it was 75 cents was the first sale. You'll see it there in the history. It doesn't go back too far, 6 to 8 weeks ago maybe. It's now double that. and there's been no use for it. So when this program launches, which should be very, very soon now, I'm hoping something happens this week. What happens that the coin, if it went to $3, you would still need 15 coins to join one of those programs, the cancer pill, which is now gone to $45. If the coin went to $10, you would still need 15 coins, so to join it would be $150. The coins go to $50 and you still need 15, you've got 750. They go to 100, you need 15 coins, that's 1,500 to join. And this is why I'm getting this to our members as early as I can, because I want you to understand what's going to happen there. So by doing this and having the coins ready to go with what you need to do just makes you ready to happen with this, because when you see the return that comes back from this, you'll certainly be amazed at it. But I just wanted to cover the coins there on that, so understand that component of it, that it's 15 coins. It's not a dollar value to join one of these projects. It's the amount of coins, and they will vary. There might be one at 10 coins, there might be one at 20 coins, or somewhere in between. But that's the the guide there as to what will happen. Now, this, once again, this isn't just a guide. I just wanted to give you an idea of what happens. So we've got a couple of components going on, and you may not understand it on the first listen to this, but listen to it a couple of times and we'll be having more webinars about it and it'll become clearer. Let's assume that you went into the program, you would go in with 15 coins. Now we've built this very small network structure, a very small matrix component that only consists of you and 6 other people. So you've got 7 people total in your matrix. That's all you'll ever have. So what happens from that is you pay your 15 coins. Now, because how it's worked, the first 2 people that go onto your first level, you get nothing for those. It goes through to the above you and goes to the project. When you have 4 people on your second level, that would be 10 coins you get from each of those people, which then gives you 40 coins return. Now that entitles you, what you've just paid for, the 15 coins, and at this stage now it'd be $22. We'll round it off at 30, it doesn't matter. What that would give you, it gives you a certificate, a level 1 certificate in that particular product. Now, because it's mathematically worked out that you would now own something like 0.00003 of the payout. In layman's terms, that certificate should be worth around $4,000 a year. Remember this is coming from when they sell this component to this product to the pharmaceutical companies. It comes from the profits from the sale from that. So it's not coming from the cancer group. It's coming from the pharmaceutical companies. And this money that we're doing now allows them to develop further the laboratories and things like that. So let's supposing that you now, once again, you've just spent 15 coins in there and you've got 40 coins back and you've got a level 1 certificate. Now let's say that you wanted to go up to a level 2 certificate. What you would do is that you would pay 35 coins to go to level 2. Your level 1 certificate would be cancelled and you would now have a level 2 certificate. So the level 2 certificate, and look, I'm not, I haven't done all the numbers on this stuff, and this is just to give you a guide. So your level 2 certificate could be worth somewhere around about $12,000 a year in dividend coming in from the sale from the pharmaceutical companies on this. Once again, your level 1 is no longer in it. You now have a level 2 certificate, and you've received 112 coins have come back in. If you decide that you want to go to a level 3 certificate, you would then put 100 coins in that would go to a level 3. Once you've done that, your level 2 is cancelled and you now have a level 3 certificate. And that level 3 certificate could be worth up around the $50,000, $60,000 a year for your dividend. That continues on. If you wanted to go to a level 4 certificate, you pay 280 coins. Remember this is all started with you putting in 15 coins. You'd put in 280 coins and you would return 890 coins. If you wanted to then go up to the maximum on this particular thing we're talking, because some of them have 5 levels, some of them will have 7 levels, so they're not all the same. Not all the same amount of coins, not all the same levels, not all the same amount of payout. So if you decided to go to level 5, which is the maximum on this, you would pay 800 coins to go to level 5. You would return 2,560 coins. These are just approximate figures. That could be 2,600. It could be 2,500. I'm just trying to give you an idea. So you would return 2,560 coins. Now remember this, you started off with 15 coins. And this has got nothing to do with the dividend that you would be paid per year, because once you do the level 5 on that, your return on your certificate would be approximately about $200,000 a year. And you've achieved that from that 15 coins. So these are coins that you actually have in your wallet. You now have in excess of, if we added all of those up, you'd have somewhere around about 2,700 coins. I'm trying to be conservative with this, so I put a figure of $10 because look, everyone's going to be different with this. You may want to hold your coins, sell some of them, sell them all. You may hold them for the next 12 months, 2 years, whatever it is. And so it's entirely your call on it. I can just give you an idea of what it, and you can do whatever numbers you want. You can do the coin at $5 a coin. You can do the coin at $20 a coin if you want, but I've just done this one at 10. That would give you approximately somewhere around $27,000 for your, in this case, $22 investment. That is enormous by itself, absolutely enormous. And on top of that, you've got your dividend going out there of a couple of $100,000 a year. Now, this is something that we have been working on, as I said, for the members. We want to do this as a team out there, and this is not for the team, for the people that can work and networking structure. It's for the people that can't, and there's more of them. So we want to be able to help members with what's going on there and try to get everybody in our group anyway to return these sort of figures. Maybe not on every project that's out there, but if there's going to be about 6 to 8 to start with. If we can get members going even on 2 or 3 of those, you can see where there's going to be an enormous amount of return on it. So I hope you can understand the enormity of what I've just told you there about the return on this, and what, because look, the coin could go, the pet coin could go to $1,000 a coin. I mean, it's the only coin that's been demanded like this, and the medical world absolutely love it, since we're showing them the coin. Now what we're going to do, remember this, we are not the admin in the privateequity.com site. It's not launched yet. We are not the admin in there, so we've got to try and cover what we do out here. So remember, we're not the admin, and we've had to throw this around to try and work out how because we want to cover support. We want to be able to advise our members and do what we can. If it's anything to do with the financial side of your account, you'll need to go to the bank support group. But in your private equity community, we're going to have a support network in that, which does cost money to do it. It costs money to manage the amount of people. We will possibly be managing tens of thousands of people in order to have this running. So we need to put a cost out there. We don't want to be asking people to donate money back in from their earnings on this. We want you to put that all in your pocket. Now, we charge no admin fee to join and belong to the community. The only way we can cover this is by offering this to the members who have at least one, that's all, one nextlevelafrica.net email account. Now, what that means is that by having one account, and I don't want to go into extending what I'm talking about now, but you'll see the email site being built. It's being built. I have developers on that at the moment, and it's coming along quite well. They'll be loading quite a bit more up as we go, but nevertheless, it's the only way that we can cover admin costs on managing this, by linking the two together. We are going to do our best to guide and support our community in this program. And the reason we are doing this program as a community team approach is because we want to make sure the Smada community benefit. We have no idea how long each medical product will be available. Remember, once they have issued the available amount of certificates out, that's it. We can't guarantee each member who applies will get the certificate they want. So it's just a matter of following our guide on what to do, and we will get everyone past the finish line. Now, what we're aiming to achieve with this community, working together, we can help this valuable research continue in order to achieve the medical results they are setting out to bring to so many. Participating in these opportunities is a win-win-win. And the third win is the option to create an income for our families. Now, what we want you to do is to fill out the expression of interest form to receive the link to learn more about these and other opportunities. It's on that site that you will be joining the community. Remember this, you don't join this concept through your private equity community. That's just our support site for our group. And the site, when it launches, will be the private equity.com site that will go out there. Now, I want to try and get the members in. So this is what we're going to be doing, is we're going to be approaching this as a group and doing each particular product as we can, because if I can't stress this enough, if you step outside of the guidelines we're giving you, you'll be on your own. Whereas staying with this, and you would use one link out there to get the thing on the move, so that the whole structure is built under our entire network. Now remember, there are massive investors coming into this as well, and I will make sure that every member of NLA that wants to be part of this gets in before these investors, so that we'll get the benefit of what they're doing out there. You can understand when this gets around a bit that there's not too many people that won't want to be involved. Traditionally, if you wanted to donate some money to a medical cause for research in something, you could look, whatever it is, $100 we'll talk about, you put $100 in, and what you really get from that is the satisfaction of donating that $100. You're probably not likely to tell someone else, hey, why don't you go and donate $100 to that? Because it's just not the way it's done, because everyone might have their own little charity and thing that they don't donate to. They can't do it to every single one of them. But if there's an opportunity for you to make some money from that for yourself and for your family, and also support that particular item out there, you're probably likely to tell a lot of people about it. So once again, this is a force matrix. Because what we can do, and this is what we want to do, we want everyone to benefit from this. And what might happen is that you join and you then send your information, and we want you, if you send somebody outside and you use your own link, they'll go outside the matrix the way it's designed, and so they won't stay in the matrix. So the best way is simply by sending out the one link, so everyone's linked in there together. Now, what might happen is a family member or a friend might sign up into this, but they don't have a Next Level Africa email. Now, all that will happen with that is that they won't go onto the expression of interest form, because what we want to do is from that form that we'll have with all the names, they'll be time-stamped, we will load that group. You'll get a link as quickly as possible in time-stamped on there. You'll get the link, you'll action it from there. Then when we start the next one, which could be type 2 diabetes, we'll slightly, what they call, flip the matrix and take the people from the bottom of that group and put them to the top of the matrix, so that they're in line to receive a nice dividend on what's going on that one, and try to work that around so that we can have a good disbursement of our members through every of every part of the various products that are being on offer out there, and managing this is quite a task. And so if anyone does step outside, and you certainly can, you can do it, but I don't want anyone to come back and say they're not getting anyone underneath them when they've stepped outside of the matrix. We can't see down past our second level. You'll have 2 people on your first level, and then you'll have 4 on the next level under that. What we're going to be talking about to people out there, what I would advise to do is to, if you certainly take one, if you want to be involved with it, but if you're in a position to take what we call the tri-pack, to sign up 3 times, so that you'll finish up with taking your 3 positions, so the next 4 that come underneath you, you'll be paid for that as well. So you're building 3 of them at once to build your certificates, because imagine if you did that and you finished up with 3 level 5 certificates worth a couple of $100,000 each, and on each one of them you would earn $20,000 to $30,000 on coin return. Then that would be exceptionally profitable to be able to do that. And how the coins are recycled, the bank have done a deal with the medical group that when they collect the coins are then, because they'll become scarce, there's one group wanting to purchase $52 million worth of the pet coin. When that happens, it'll instantly go to $10 a coin. So what will happen is the medical profession sell the coins back to the bank buy them, and then they list them back on the exchange, and that's where the coins will turn over in the exchange. You'll see all this. You've only got to look out there. You'll see that there's been about, look, I had a quick look there yesterday. I think it's about 12 plus million coins, pet coins, have just been put into the exchange in the last week or so. And so that's something that you'll see roll along. And so I know quite a few members have taken the liberty to purchase some Petcoin out there, and congratulations, because you'll do very well with those Petcoins as this gets started, because it's only going to get harder to get in, more expensive to get in there, and you'll be in a position that once you start this, you'll be able to go into any of the others out there. So you could finish up, because we're giving this to the members early, you could finish up for this 15 coin investment at the moment, which is under $30. And I know this sounds an incredible figure, but you could turn that into a $30 million return. And it's like everything else that we do with what we do with our coins. If you try to tell this to anybody, they would just say, look, have a nice day, and I just need to go and talk to someone that's sane, because no one can believe what's going on. But believe you me, that this will really be something that the world will certainly warm to. It's never been done before. The average person has never been able to invest into the medical world and the space travel out there. That's going to be enormous. Elon Musk's SpaceX, they're taking, I believe, a $13 billion deal out there, so we'll be able to have a look at that as well. Anyway, look, once again, there's an expression of interest form there. Angelina will possibly put the link in the rooms. That's the link in the rooms there now. Anybody that wants to fill out that form, there's no money to pay on that. All right, you don't pay anything. We don't collect any money at all on that. That's why I'm saying, that's why we have to have people involved in the email program, so that we can at least be able to afford to run the support, because this is going to be a massive global support that I can only imagine will run into the millions of people out there. I'm going to hand this back to Angelina there now. If anyone's got any questions, I'll do my best to answer them, and so we'll see where we go from there. So once again, I'd get on your bike, getting those forms in, so that we can start time stamping them and get the links ready to go out. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll hand this back to Angelina, and we'll look at the questions.
To provide you more details as we go along, and not only that, but take your time. This presentation will be available. I'm not sure how quick it'll be available, but we'll get it out in the rooms so that you can read it over again and again and again. So go ahead and type in your questions. And remember, we're not taking any questions regarding any of the other programs that we're working on. Okay, so we're just asking for questions specific to this presentation. Okay, so now let me just go back and see. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got quite a few questions coming in. Yes, I'm going to answer that question, Jan. The third question on the form. That link is coming. That link is coming. We were hoping to have a link to the website, and we didn't. And I didn't want to mess with the form. So, how do we get this link so we can complete the form? I apologize. Just type your name. Not to worry. I know you have to fill it in, and I'll fix that form later. I can't open the link. Yoda, don't know how to help you there. Copy and paste it. Don't use your phone. John, you're asking about your NLA email account. You haven't received the address. It's likely because you haven't sent in your confirmation of payment receipt that is required. That information has been posted numerous times in the rooms. So if you haven't got your NLA email account yet, that's likely why. Oh, okay. Maxine, I answered that question. It was the same thing about the third question on the form. Actually, Maxine, because we haven't got sorry, Noel, I'm just on a roll here. Because we don't have the website, this is only an expression of interest to join one of the opportunities. Understand this, you don't have to join anything, you can join multiple. When we have the link, we'll be able to provide that link so that you can make the choice. As Noel said, no money is collected by us for these projects. Sorry, Noel, I'm just going to keep going here, might as well. Do we all start at the 15 coin level? Or can we start at another level? Ray, we all start at the 15 coin level because each level gets a certificate. Some, in the future, some projects may have 10 coins, some may have 5, some may have 15. So Noel used the example of 15 because we know that that's going to be one of the ones that we have available to us right off the bat. Yes, John, the certificate that we're using pet coins to enter into this opportunity. Okay, Noel, Daryl has a question that I'm going to hand the mic back over to you. He's asking, can I sign myself personally for my nonprofit business and my nonprofit organization? Hopefully you can see that right off the bat, and I'm going to turn the mic back over to you. Thanks.
You've got to go through the various stages. But remember this, if you try to go to your level 5 certificate in there, you won't have a downline and you'll have to use the coins to do it. So to go up to level 5, you would probably need to have, look, I haven't done the numbers on it, it's about 11 or 1200 coins. So by waiting for the thing to be built, you can build this with no further out of pocket from from what's going on there. So so anyway, that's all. So I wouldn't go ahead and jump up too quickly on that. Just use it with the coins coming in, and you can go from there. Look, if you feel that you want to use the coins to do it, you can certainly do that, but you won't get paid from your downline unless they go up there as well. All right. John, the certificates are all paid in Petcoin. The whole thing is to do with it, but you can't pay cash in there, right? The coins go to Dr. Wolfgang or whoever is running the program out there. The coins go to them. Each program is different, and that's where the coins go. Then they sell them back to the bank, and the bank lists them on the exchange. So they're just rotated around like that. What I'll just try and look. we've put this together so quickly that that's the reason why, the forms weren't the correct information. We're waiting on information coming through. It hasn't really turned up in the sequence we want. I'll probably have more tomorrow. So we're going to be having more webinars on this and information webinars as well. I'm not covering anything outside of this out there now, because we'll run into, if I start answering someone's question about other things that are going on there, then everyone will jump in with questions and we don't have time to do all that. And we're coming up to the hour now just on what we've been trying to cover here. So the packs and where we'll be going with it, we will direct people. We'll have a link, and look, just to have you sorted out with this, is that when we actually launch it, there's going to be the opportunity out there for a lot of the investors to actually use our link. So we'll be talking to them about becoming part of, we've got contact with a lot of them. So they'll be using our link. So getting you guys in early just simply means that the investors will come in. Now they will follow our lead as well. So all I'm trying to say to you is that just follow our lead with it, and whatever the product that we're going to be doing it, if you step outside of that, you're going to have problems with it. So just make sure that you stay with us on there. We can't fix it once you've signed up somewhere else. We can't fix it. Okay, Daryl, can I sign up myself personally for my for-profit business and non-profit organization with the 3 packs? Yes, you can sign up. So what you'll have your account, and from that account, you'll have your coins coming into that account, and then you can take other accounts from there as well. So if you wanted to sign up as a separate account for your non-profit, you'd sign that up as a separate account, and then you'd sign up for yourself out there. But so you can definitely have business, non-profit, and personal out there as well. Okay, Clara, do we need to get in with the 15 coins, or can we get in with a higher entry like 100? I think I've covered that. You've got to do the 15 coins, and once you do that, then you can upgrade if you wish from there. My advice is just wait for the coins to come through. When the coins come through to you, you can use those coins, so you'll never be out of pocket. Because the reason I'm saying this is I want members to have as many coins as possible to enter into as many of the programs or the products out there that they want to. So if you tie all your coins up in one, you won't have enough to do another one. So I would just go in with a small amount, and then as the coins come back into that, upgrade that one as you go, and that will leave your coins then to follow us through, because we could go very quickly on getting half a dozen or more of these set up. We want to go as quickly as we can. Marlene, I have an email plus income email account. Is this okay? And what is the expected timeline to receive any dividends? All of this information will go up on the site, the dividends, because with these items, what they do is sell them to the pharmaceutical companies. They've all been to the stage where they've been through testing. They'll sell them to the pharmaceutical companies, and then we will receive our dividends. So probably dividends, look, some of them might happen over the next couple of months out there. But once again, with the matrix we're doing there now, you're going to have a very nice income coming from that. So the dividends coming from the various programs, some of them could be 12 months away out there. So I have absolutely no idea as to how long that will be. But there'll be clocks that go up on the system telling you how many certificate values are left because once they reach that ceiling, it could be some of them you see up there, there's $19 million, $17 billion, I mean, and as they issue the certificates, you'll see that come down, that there's 10 billion left, there's 8 billion, and so on. So therefore, it's just an area that that they're doing. Look, this is controlled by the medical world out there, so this is not something we're controlling. And the people involved with this, I mean, if you do a Google search on Dr. Patrick Sunsion, and also to the Professor Sir Peter Ratcliffe, he's a Nobel Prize winner. He's got about 200,000 research and development people that he's their go-to man. So there's going to be a lot of, they'll bring a lot to the business here as well, because some of their people want to invest in this. Nigel, is it simply more lucrative to wait and procure pet coin by the way of the matrix offering than directly? I've got to read this a couple of times. Is it simply more lucrative to wait and procure pet coin by way of it? Well, you've got to have the pet coin to start with there, Nigel. I mean, all I'm trying to tell you is that you'll see this happening out there right now. You can buy pet coin for $1.50. I don't know what you're going to pay for it tomorrow. All right, that's all I know. I mean, and once it gets, you know, people jumping onto it, you're going to find that the pet coin will start to have its own momentum going there. So both, you can purchase pet coin if you want from the exchange. I mean, you can buy and sell it. You can buy pet coin from the exchange and list it again if you want it, paying $1.50 for it now and then putting it back on the exchange at $3 or $4 a coin would probably be a wise move. It'll go to that. But personally, I'd hang on to it for a bit longer. Jan, I actually sent the form without typing anything in it. The third part of the form, hope that's not a problem. You have my name and email, but the link is empty. Sorry, you can fill out another form, then Jan would be easiest, I think, on that, and then we'll just delete the other one out there rather than having to deal with it. So just send in another form, and we'll make sure it's time stamped on the one that you've sent in the first place. Diane French, which email address do we send? If you're talking about the Next Level Africa, anyone that you want, just send that an email address in there, because we can only check it from that, so we can then list these to be entered into the system. You'll do your own filling out. You'll fill out the form in the system, and you'll use whatever email that you want when you register. So this is not about supplying us with the Next Level Africa and using that, although you can do, but you'll be able to fill out the form in the site and use whatever contact details that you want to. We just need this so that we've got members out there. So because, as I said, we're going to be running the support on this, because in all fairness to it, the bank, they're absolutely terrible with support. I wouldn't like to be relying on them for support out there. So we want to make sure our members are fully covered with the support on this. Marilyn, do you have your branded email to join this opportunity? If you have only just submitted form, do you just wait? Well, once again, we need that email on there so we can list it in there. But you'll find that anyone who's applying for an email, it will happen very quickly. We've got some people working on that to do it fairly quickly. So we're just out there trying to get the whole thing together. So if you're just doing a form, look, we've been talking about the forms on the email forms there now for some time, so that anyone that's waited this long can understand that that's one of the reasons we were getting people to to act upon this a bit earlier. So you'll see the websites coming together quite well. The back end of it is being built and coming together. So just apply for it, and we will get to it as quickly as we can, and it should be, it should be fairly quick. Okay, Andrew, the 3 accounts that we've suggested that you set up, just let me explain that, because this is where it's going to be confusing for a lot of people. We talk about one thing and we cross over to the other. We only need on the form 1 email account to verify that. But look, we have people that have taken 50 plus email accounts. So we just need 1 Next Level Africa email account. When you register on the site, you'll be able to then be able to do whatever you wish in the way of the amount of accounts that you want in there with the various projects that are going on. So if you wanted 1, just take 1. If you want a tri-pack, do a tri-pack. I mean, I'm advising people, when you do register there, and we'll explain to you how to do that when it gets a bit closer. But to do the 3-pack, because they'll build all together. Charles, what if we have an email and it was paid for, but I do not remember the email? How can you find it? We'll be able to find it. If you put your name on there, Charles, we'll be able to find. If you're paid for the email account, we have record of everyone's email account. So instead of you putting the email account there, maybe just put your name on the form, and we'll change it up and put the email account on there. So if it's all paid for, you'll have it fixed up. James Harris. In other words, no need to be greedy. Everyone is going to be helped and blessed in this endeavor. Noel, you have made... well, look, James, I really want to thank you for that, because that's what we've tried to do. Look, it's a difficult one for me to talk about, because it might sound like I'm trying to talk about myself out there. The bank have been very generous with me on what's going on. In all fairness to it, if I just wanted to run this without any hassle, I could run it, and it would be of no problem at all to have absolutely thousands of people, my global reach of people out there. But this is not about me. This is about being able to help this community. And if anyone can't see that out there, they're blind, because there are many people that we deal with out there that they don't need this. It's the people that can't do you're building a business out there. We want those people to benefit. That's how we started Next Level Africa, as a community, a team build. I put the single link on that to start with, and that's been the key to a lot of our loyalty with our group. So this will be in the same category. And incidentally, you see on the website, when this goes live, the banks were not talking about people getting into communities and doing team effort bills. They'll virtually say, here it is, good luck. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. It might sound nice now, while the coins, it's 15 coins and the coins are $1.50. What if the coins go to $50? People are going to start finding $700 or $800 just to become part of one item out there. And so getting in there now is where I made sure that the banks, they've got me as an advisory assistant with some of the matrix out there. So I've managed to get in there in order to be able to assist our members. So anyway, but look, that's what this is all about. So you're right there with James. It's all about everyone being able to help each other. And doing the tri-pack would be a wise move to do. And you know, whatever you can afford, that's what it comes down to. If you can afford the tri-pack, do it. If not, do one. But as the coins start rolling back in again, you might want to extend onto some of the other packs we'll have going out there. This is a question for Angelina. I'm happy with that. So it's a question. I have 2 email addresses with NLA, but that was a while ago. How can I contact you to confirm my email address? Once again, if you put your name on there, I'm sure we'll pick it up from there. And so just do that, because we only want one. If you've got more than one email address, we'll pick it up. And this email address is not necessarily for you to register your when you register on the site. This is just so that we can confirm where that you have an email address. Philip asks, will there be help with buying the Bitcoin in order to participate? Look, there's obviously a number of ways there to do that. Philip, probably the best way I can see, the quick way to do it, depending on how many you want to buy, but I personally would be depositing Bitcoin in there and buying it with using Bitcoin, because I'll tell you now that depositing money to be converted to duck, by the time it arrives there, if you're only buying a small amount, the fees with wire transfer and stuff like that could be expensive. And also the time factor, by the time it gets in there, the coin may have doubled in price. Whereas doing it with Bitcoin, you can get it in there fairly quickly and take advantage of what's going on there now. Yeah, James, look, Angelina, and well, we'll have instructions out there for members when this is ready to go, how to become involved and take the a tri-pack. So that's an easy one once we get started with it. Once you can see the back office in there, it'll be fairly simple. Valerie's asking how to get an email account. You've got to apply for one. We've got a form there. If Angelina's got it handy, she might just drop it in the in there for you there, Valerie, so you can get on it from there and apply for an email account. Once that's been fixed up, then you can send in your form for the. I mean, look, this is all about the people that came in early on the email accounts as well. They will get the benefit having it already set up. So so anyway, that's all you need to do is get the form. Angelina will drop it in and go from there with it. Kada is saying, did you say that the form is to be posted later? Sorry, I missed. Well, it's on that last slide, but Angelina did post it in the room earlier on there, Kada, so it's probably up above, or if Angelina's got it handy, she might just put it in there again. Joe, on which site will we see the letter of intent? I'm not sure what you really mean on that. Letter of intent. Maybe I missed something. It's just an expression of interest that you're sending in. And once you send that in, it goes, we have record of that in here, but it won't appear on any site. Yoda, do I need to use my email plus email in the form? I am not sure what it is. I have to, once again, Yoda, just put your name in there and we'll pick it up from there. We are getting close now. We've gone an hour and 10 minutes just on this, so I need to start winding it down. Otherwise, we'll be on here for the rest of the day. Harry, what is the third line for on the forms, please? I'm not looking at it, but I think there was made mention that it was what project you'd like to be involved with. So that's not available there yet. So I think Angelina mentioned just put your name on there just so you can fill something in on it. And we'll be look, once we decide which one we're going to be working on, everyone will get to know from there which one we're doing. Method of payment to buy the pet coin out there, Nigel. Once again, you can deposit into the exchange by using fiat currency to convert it to duck to buy them, or you can deposit Bitcoin in there and do a purchase on using Bitcoin. Both are available. Joe, do we have to have an NLA email to participate in this? Well, certainly in the community that we're doing with it, Joe, yes. And so, I mean, our members will get the links very early before anyone else out there. I've seen to that. So this could be something that's worth quite a bit of money to members to get in early on this. But there's no requirement. No one has to do anything. You can do it if you wish, but there's certainly it's certainly a very unique product that's going to be in big demand. When you say that link, Kata, what link are we talking about now? The link that Angelina put in there? It must be something to do with your browser or something, because I've tested them before. They are working. Oh, it's a good question there, Andrew, that will the pet coin affect the value of the next level Africa coin? It certainly will. It'll make it triple in price because there's a lot of activity about to happen with the NLA coin as well. And so you'll see all that. I don't want to go into too much about it now, but it certainly will affect it, but in a good way. Okay, I think we're getting towards all right, look, I'm going to pass this back to Angelina now. I do want to thank everyone for attending this webinar. I hope the information there has excited you as much as it has excited us bringing it to you. And I think that we can all agree we have got a very unique business going on here with all the things that we're doing, and they're all connected. We only need to get one starters, like a domino effect, and the rest will fall into place. And look, I will add this in there. The people listing these cheap coins on the exchange are not doing any favors to us with the investors. The bank have got a team that they're going in. I mean, they'll take those down, but it takes them sometimes days to find the source and then to ban that particular member. But they will get them. But as I said, they're not doing us any favors. The investors are questioning that all the way through. So if anyone wants to know why the investors haven't actioned what they're doing out there, maybe you need to ask the people putting these coins up for $1.50 NLA coins, which is ridiculous. All right, I'll hand this back to Angelina, and thank you very much again, everybody, and you have a good day.
for information on the Email Plus program. If you haven't received your email login information, it's likely because you have not sent in your payment confirmation receipt, and you must send that in order for me to send you out your email login. Anyway, thank you for coming out today and for your attention and your questions, and stay tuned for more information in the Skype rooms, and we look forward to speaking with you again. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great day, whatever time of day you are. Thank you. Bye.